as we continue to see this beautiful eruption, which is still ongoing. This was actually shot last year. This was last year's eruption. Very, very identical what's going on right now. And this was shot with the drone that I brought, which lets you see more of a closer shot. As you can see, the lens brings you in closer to the action, which is absolutely amazing. But let's get going. Let's get chatting about what just happened in about a few hours. I think they released it, which is the Antigravity, which I believe the Insta360 is actually coming out with it. So this is the Antigravity. About, I think, 3 or 4 hours ago, they posted some stuff, and it looks like a 360 degree. The world's first 360 drone. Believe the hype. So we have DJI going downwards, the DJI trend going down, and during that time, we've arrived at a hype, at a increasing a progression of something. We're at a point where we're probably going to start seeing new stuff. And this is the first one to come out, which is the Antigravity by Insta360. So we see some of the comments. I think already people have tested it. Filmmaker and YouTube Peter McCannon, an exciting fresh take on familiar gear. We got Andy Zyan, tech review writer for Slash Gear. Antigravity's drone is the most exciting UAV I've flown in years. It's not common to see something so very different in this space. And Matt Colat, active director at T3. This little drone might be one of the most exciting gadget launches of this year. I can't wait to spend more time flying it. So those are some of the tech reviews of what people are saying. Here's a nice sneak peek. The future is up, not forward. As that that's their motto. The future is up, not forward. So here's you can see a little bit of the drone through the veil here, through the curtain, and you can see on the top let me see if I can zoom in and check it. There's a person there. Obviously it's not that big, but they're trying to make it like it's a vehicle that you can go into and pretty much fly it. and it looks like it's a very tall, and if this is the design that I'm thinking, it's something that was rendered a very long time ago. I'm not sure. It was something that was rendered a very long time ago. Something to do with I don't know if it was 360. I think it was something else, but it looks like something that it's an FPV style based on the angles of the design. And then at the very top here, you can see the camera, the 360 camera, which what I think is happening, and let's just play this. The camera is supposed to eliminate the drone. Let me see, do we have audio? Hold on. Let me rewind. find this.
Gravity. We've been battling it since the beginning.
All right, so they're talking about gravity and what gravity, the forces of gravity do.
It knocks us down. But every time, we rise.
And there you go, you got a glimpse of what it actually
But every time,
films.
we rise. We crawl. We walk. We climb. We fly. From paper planes to pioneers, we defy the weight of the world. Turn boundaries into brilliance. As gravity presses us, we press back with purpose. Harder. Stronger. Higher. We weren't made to stay put. We were made to soar. Gravity may be given, but that doesn't mean we have to take it.
All right, so very, very cool. It looks like it is an FPV. And interesting. So it's like an FPV style drone, and then you're going to be able to dive and get 360 views, which they already tried. I think it was done with, but not with an FPV though. I don't know if an FPV was, if they ever hooked up an FPV with a 360 camera, but I know the 360 attachment from the Mavic was available, but it was not an FPV style 360. But then I think eventually people put the, I think they put the Insta 360 on FPV drones and did some stuff like that. But this is new, so gotta see where it goes. It's a new drone entering the market. It's a drone that's entering the space where DJI is currently at. DJI does not have a 360 drone, but they're about to release a 360 camera. So so it's kind of like a transition. DJI went with the 360 camera, and Insta360 went with the drone to see what happens. So it looks like there's no date here as far as when they're going to release. Let me see. So here's some stuff they wrote about. The drone industry has hit a ceiling. Interesting. Okay, so I agree to that. I mean, it's been a while, I think, since they hit the ceiling. Nothing new has arrived, nothing interesting, nothing exciting. Specs keep improving on paper, yet the experience stays the same. Most drones fly higher or longer without addressing the real pain points for everyday users. The Antigravity drone project was born as a response to this involution. Incubated by Insta360 and the third parties, Antigravity brings together a team of enthusiast engineers who asked a different question. What if drones felt like an extension of ourselves? Okay. not just machines to control, but tools for exploration and expression. It's not just about flying, but about freeing flight entirely. Anti-gravity is for those who see limits as a starting point when traditional camera drones lock users into static single perspective footage, and FPV drones demand keep learning curves and carry a real risk. We offer something new. An intuitive flying experience everyone can master, cinematic 360 drone shots anyone can capture. We believe technology should be both responsible and ethical. That's why every anti-gravity drone is built with smart safeguards to prevent unsafe flight or misuse. Drone flying should always be a force for fun, creativity, and exploration, never the opposite. This is an innovation for its own sake. It's about redefining what drones can be and who they are for. So sure, I mean, it's something new for sure. Now there's the hype, but now it comes down to the flying. Like, can this thing really fly? GoPro tried this way back when DJI was kind of also fresh. GoPro tried this exact concept of getting into the drone market, and they did not have the capabilities of what DJI had as far as a drone, basically. And I say this with respect to what DJI has. I say this with respect to, from the experience that I know over about 10 years of flying drones from, for DJI. I've seen it all. I flew it all. Controllers, flight instrument, flight telemetry, interface, how, like, bad things, good things, testing it, weather conditions, everything that the drone, even like transmission, trusting your signal, flyaways, return to homes when you don't even know what's going on, durability of the drone, how durable it is when it gets into a crash, and if it still continues to fly. It's been a long journey for DJI. They've finessed. They are currently at the point where DJI has clearly fixed all those problems, stitched them, and then it's the most reliable, trusted drone to fly in the current market. Now they're having problems, right? They're having problems. Here comes the Insta360 anti-gravity. In order for this thing to really take off, I'm going to say they're going to need a good interface. They have to, like, the interface, basically whatever controller, if they even have a controller, if it's goggles, whatever it is, the goggles, the controller, and the interface have to be all starting from where DJI is currently at, and then whatever they innovate. If it's anything lower from what DJI has currently in stock, as far as an interface, as far as a transmission system, as far as trusting it when you're flying, if it's anything lower than that, see you later, anti-gravity. It becomes gravity, just gonna fold down. That's even the name anti-gravity. You don't want a drone it's gonna be called gravity. If something happens to it, basically it just falls down. That's what happened to GoPro when they released the drone. So you want this to keep flying. You want this to have a good interface. You want this to have You want it to be reliable. You want to trust it when it's flying. And the transmission, man. The transmission is so important. Latency, how quick it is. Those things are so important. And I would also say flight time. I would add flight time in there because we are currently at something around I think 30 minutes and up for everything as far as the drone threshold on cinematic drones and FPV drones. You need to be at least 30 minutes and higher. Anything below that, it's doable, but people just don't want to carry too many batteries. Those are the things happening right now. So let's see what happens. I'm open to it. I want to see. There's no date on it. I don't see any dates when it's going to be released. I'm guessing it's going to be. Let's see. Let's check out the. Let's see. Do they have any other articles here? Maybe they have something about release dates. So here are some, let me see, specs, maybe some leaks. 8K resolution, maybe. Okay, so August 2025, it's where it's saying Antigravity centers its approach on the 360 immersive flight. The upcoming first product set to its unveiling on August 2025. Cool. All right. So it's supposed to be sub 249 grams, which is great. Very light. And like I said, everything else depends on the. It's very exciting. It's very exciting. The thing is, in order to enter this market, you have to continue where DJI left off. So basically, it's exciting to see something new. It's exciting to see a new competitor. It's exciting to bring something new to the table, like a 360 camera on board. So changing the way you fly. But the controllers, the immersive experience, the interface, those need to be top of the line, like world class compared to DJI, because that's what we're all used to. Anything lower than that is very it's like kind of going back. Now you're downgrading. So we'll see what happens. It's interesting, very interesting to see the a new drone in the works. So there it is, the Antigravity 360. Oh, there's something here. I can't even see it. It's a little like graded out. It says the term world's first refers to the fact that as of July 28th, 2025, Antigravity has announced the market's first 8K all-in-one 360 camera. Okay, so we do have confirmation it's an 8K camera, 360 camera. They are terming it the world's first 360. So to marketing perspectives, it's catchy. It captures high quality 360 video directly without the need for an external 360 camera attachment. The drone features a built-in 360 camera, supports real-time data transmission, and allows users to adjust shooting perimeters on the fly. So there you go. That's about it, about what they're saying. So very, very cool. Very, very cool. So let's move on to the next story, which is, I'll continue about drone. We'll change it. We'll go to the drone. Continue with the drones because like the what is it? The X1 now is with the talk about the X1. Where's the X1? It's somewhere in here. Somewhere there it is. The DJI. This is not a DJI drone, by the way, but it's It's very, very similar. It's the talk of the town right now. Well, right now, Antigravity is the talk of the town, but this was the talk of the town just before the Antigravity took place. This is the Skyrover X1. And it looks like, where is it? It took the internet by storm because everybody's talking about it. Everyone's talking about it. So they're saying that it is not a DJI drone. They just DJI. Well, they couldn't confirm it, but what the rumors are that somehow, because they can't get these drones, DJI can't get these drones into the market. Basically, they're having problems with trying to figure out how do they get these stocks, how are they going to get the stock of the drones back into the stores online, and they don't know what to do. So here comes this this new drone called the Skyrover X1. It's on Amazon. You can buy it on Amazon for about $800 something. But it's a complete replica or mirror of the Mini 4 Pro. And some people picked it up, and they don't know what to do, because they're saying that for some reason, it's here. It's $758. And no one knows what the hell this is. Basically they're saying, like, I don't know, some dude tapped into, I don't know, the code or the whatever, software inside this Skyrover, and they're saying that it has like generic code from so-called, unofficial, supposedly, allegedly from DJI. And this thing looks exactly like the Mini 4. It's a replica. So I don't know. It's way cheaper, and it looks like people are buying it because it resembles the DJI Mini 4, and you could mistakenly buy it on Amazon thinking it is a DJI drone based on the marketing DJI has done with the Mini 4. And now people are saying, this looks like it's a DJI drone based on the visual marketing, and then not to mention it's yellow. It's even more catchy. But anyways, I don't trust it. I wouldn't buy it. First of all, I don't even like the Mini 4. I think it's a disgusting drone. It's a toy drone. Basically, it's an affordable drone to start off with. But I felt that I've seen it. It's very, very cheap and flimsy, very light. Feels like it's gonna break. I don't like the design of it at all. Let me see this video here. Volume. So you can see how it looks compared to the Mini 4. Very exact. Almost like they took the Mini 4 and remolded it. Bottom sensors, camera style, gimbal, exactly the same. Propellers are the same. The button on the top is, besides, it's rounded lights compared to dashed lines. But the ventilation system is almost exactly the same. They just switched over the angles. The sensors are exactly in the same spot. And yeah, I mean, it's very noticeable. And in the back too, you can see the USB and the SD card. The way you screw in the propellers is exactly the same. But anyways, it's not the same remote. It's not the same interface. It's not the same everything that DJI has. But the whole rumor was, and the whole like controversy is that this thing was brought in by someone and kind of brought it into the market due to the fact that they can't get the stuff. They can't get the drones in stock, the official DJI drones, and then they have to come up with this knockoff, which I don't know, just stupid stuff. But people will buy it. I mean, people will buy it. It's on Amazon. Actually, right now, I think Amazon, anything you buy on Amazon, people are, like, especially drones, you're just, nobody cares what you're buying. They're just buying it. They're just buying it. So yeah, that's the X1, the Skyrover X1. It's affordable. You could try it. I don't think it's horrible. I think it's doable if you're just starting off. You could probably try it out. I haven't tried it. I haven't flown it, so I can't recommend it or anything like that as far as going ahead and making a decision. I don't even like the Mavic 4 Pro, the gray one that's on the right side. I don't even recommend that one. So I wouldn't even recommend the yellow one, which is not even DJI. So that's that. The drone industry is starting to become very, very weird at the current moment. But there's a new player, which is the Antigravity. So we'll see what happens. All right, let's move on to the next interesting story here. Is it the end of web browsing? And what do I mean by that? What do I mean by web pages dying or design? Basically, what I think is happening is that because of the rise of AI, ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, all these AI portals, I think you would say portals, AI portals. The way you would browse on the internet or browse on the internet is slowly going to go away, because if you're used to the process of going into a website, logging in, forgetting your password, going to forget password, going through the process of forgetting your password, getting an email to recover your password, make a new password, then finally logging in after 30 minutes. Let's say it was for an airline ticket portal, some airline. Let's say maybe like one of those in-betweens like Expedia or Booking.com. and you go through that process, right? You search, find, search, find, search. Finally get your flight. It's a one way to California. You get the price you want, and then after that you go to the checkout, right? Then you go through the checkout process. If you don't have stuff saved, then you have to re-put everything, right? Credit card, or if you're paying through some other, PayPal or whatever it is. You got to do all that. Log in, put in the numbers. I feel like that's gotten old. I feel like that's a slow process now, and I feel like now you can literally ask, like a chat GPT. You can ask it. You could say, hey, find me tickets to California one way this date. You could set a budget and it will find it. The next step though is agents. What are the agents? What are these agents they're talking about, right? Forget browsing. The agents are coming. They will find you first. So basically they're saying you won't have to find the tickets first. The tickets will find you first, right? So AI agents emerge as new digital gatekeepers. ChatGPT.com is now the 5th most visited website in the world, with Google still at the top, followed by YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Instead of opening a browser window and typing a URL, users may soon speak or text a request into an agent that goes out and searches the internet and delivers what you need. No tabs, no clicking, no endless scrolling, no checkouts, no nothing. Just ask and receive. That, at least, is the envisioned future. Those aren't capabilities one might expect to be offered by Microsoft Edge. After all, it is reported. So I think some of the ones that are gonna really put this into play are ChatGPT and Google, because they have the data and they've been recording so much stuff. So navigating the new frontier of the web access. The advent of the agentic AI web experience could mark a transformative period in how users access and interact with the information online. At the heart of the potential evolution are large language models like OpenAI's ChatGPT-4 and ChatGPT-5 is coming out, Google's Gemini, and Claude. These systems are increasingly capable of understanding context, maintaining memory, and executing multiple steps for tasks. For businesses, agentic AI represents a double-edged sword. On one hand, it might open new avenues for customers' engagement, operational efficiency, and product innovation. On the other side, it may also threaten and disrupt long-standing business models. It's very if you're in the space, if you're in the space of all day, doing AI stuff, and also there's like websites and designing and all that stuff, you really see what's happening. So I think, and I could see it because it's all about slowdowns. Go to a supermarket. What's the friction in a supermarket? Like when you actually go to a physical supermarket, what's the friction? The checkout, right? You get all your stuff in your cart. Then you go to the checkout. Long lines. Or let's go to the self-checkout. At least there's a little bit less friction. Go to the checkout. But you don't have to do it all yourself. You're the person, you're the slowdown. But if you go to the other cashier, there's a line, then you have to put all your merchandise on the belt. Then they have to scan it, then they have to bag it, and then you have to pay. Complete slowdown. Eventually, it's just going to be you walk in and you walk out. Everything's paid for. Why? Because the biggest friction stores, supermarkets, all kinds of retailers have is the checkout or the payment process. Same thing with online websites for e-commerce, tickets, clothing, anything that you're buying. The biggest slowdown is the checkout, browsing and checkout. You can't, you're browsing, you don't know what to get. Sometimes you get lost depending on the web design. It probably sucks and you get lost, broken links. You end up leaving, you go somewhere else. Then you get to the checkout, it's a whole problem. And now you just ask. You just ask what you want, you get, and then eventually everything's going to be stored somewhere. So it's going to be paid for. They're going to ask you, what do you want to pay? You want to pay with this Visa, MasterCard? What do you want to pay with? Okay, Visa, go. Charge it. And then you're done. So yeah, I think it looks like we are seeing the end of websites, web pages, portals, the website experience, the interface of browsing and finding and checking out, or it's all, I think, coming to an end. It's literally coming to an end because it's easier to ask and get a response, or ask two steps. Ask what you want in detail, get it delivered, and just saying yes or no, or proceed or pay, and then you're done with it. That's gonna be way faster. And it feels like this is the end. It's the end of interface design. Basically, the interface design of what we know in web design or web interfaces, UI, UX, is now more of a voice. How the voice interacts with the user. I think it's more of how do I say it? The design is no longer the priority in the project, because you're either going to be listening or seeing something more very well organized and simplified, very simplified. So I think that's about it for that part, and we'll see how it evolves. I mean, I think it's going to take another 12 months to a year until we actually see this stuff, but I'm already using it. I'm already executing a lot of stuff just by asking, prompting, and it's a lot faster, it's a lot easier, it's a lot more clear, and it's incredibly accurate. So, and there's millions of people doing it, so eventually it's just going to catch on. So, all right, go back to the beauty of the volcano, and enjoy it. I'm going to leave the screensaver